So I'm Zoie. I currently work for Forward Leeds, which is a drug and alcohol rehabilitation centre. And what else do you Take 10. Oh God, this is awful. Why did I sign up to this? So I've always wanted to DJ. So I used to have decks, but I was busy partying, so it took like backseat. My friends bought me a studio time for Pirate Studio for my birthday, and that was in May last year. I started to learn how to mix, so I paid someone how to teach me, which then I discovered the feeling of mixing two tracks together and what sort of buzz that gave me. Really enjoyed going to the studio once a week. It was like my let out, should we say, my release. Because obviously I wasn't partying as much as what I used to, but I love music massively. So it just sort of replaced that without it being in a space with drugs, drink and things like that. I work at Forward Leeds, which is a drug and alcohol rehabilitation centre, so I thought, do you know what, this might be really good for our clients. Because I thought, do you know, as part of recovery, I think the clients struggle with, once they've detoxed and stuff, how to carry that on without having something to fill that void. And obviously, drugs and drink fill you with dopamine, and then trying to fill that when you've stopped drinking, I think people are a bit lost as to where they're getting the highs from. So I wanted to share the feeling I felt when I first mixed two tracks together with the best buzz, better than any drug, any drink. I wanted to share that with the clients at Forward Leeds and at 5 Ways Recovery Hub, so that they could get involved and use music as a new high. January the 15th, we started to teach the clients at Forward Leeds. So at first I started with 2 clients, running 10 weeks worth of studio time, 2 hours a week. I knew a lot of the DJs in Leeds, so it was a bit of a ask back, like, do you fancy helping? Would you volunteer your time to help teach clients of Forward Leeds and 5 Ways how to mix? So I had quite a lot of DJs come back to me like, yeah, I'd love to get involved with that. It sounds a great idea. So I've had DJs volunteering the time and giving the time to the clients and teaching them how to mix, which the clients have really took to it. It's made a massive impact, like from the confidence, wanting to change the way that they're living as well. You know, it's given them a bit of like a new lease as to, oh, you know, I can get involved with this. Some of the clients, you know, the way they're dressing, their drug use has dropped. They've reduced in. Some clients are on buprenorphine and stuff like that, and it's helped to reduce the drugs prescription drugs that they're given. One girl, she came and then the next week she dyed her hair. She didn't even look like her. I was like, flaming hell. One day she was like, I've been at court today. I don't really want to come down. I was like, you come in. And I made her come down and she was like, I'm so glad I came down. I feel completely different. It's, you know, my mindset feels changed. And she went home and she messaged me afterwards saying, you know, that being in there, it made me escape my thoughts of what I'm going through at home at the moment. And I just said, well, that's what it's for. That's why we called it Music is Medicine, you know, because that is exactly what it is. You don't have to be in a club or a bar. You know, it can be that you can enjoy music outside of them environments, which could be a positive impact to your mental health. Yeah, I've just done a mix, my first mix, and I've literally listened to my own mix in car probably about 100 times. I'm like, right, sorry, that's it. I'm going to be sick of these songs if you don't stop listening to this mix. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and then thinking, God, I've done that. Do you know what I mean? I've mixed them and I've made it sound like that. That alone is yeah. So yeah, I've listened to my own mix probably 100 times now. It's taken me 10 months, which I think is quite a short period of time to get as confident. I'm still learning. I mean, with music, I'm going to be learning for the rest of my life. Like, it's just a never-ending learning curve, and that's why I think that, you know, sharing that, it's not just, oh, we're going to teach it a DJ. The clients are going to be spending time on searching music, finding the favourite songs, you know, diving into music more than they probably ever have done, you know. And again, filling a void, that time that they might be taking drugs or drinking or whatever, that they're going to actually be searching for music, getting the USBs ready, getting down to the studio by themselves, because some of them were like, oh, I can't really afford that. And I'm like, you were spending 20 quid on a bag of weed. It's, you know, £12.50 for an hour. You can. So we took one of the clients with us to it was the International Women's Day event, and it was like a women's open deck event, and I took Beth there with me. So I'm not doing it, I'm not getting up there, I wouldn't dare. And then I got up and she built the confidence from watching me, and she was like, I'm going to do it. And she got up, and when she came down, she was just elated. I'm like, all right, calm down. She was just, you know, absolutely buzzing with herself that she'd done it. I can't believe I did that, and I failed. She were, you know, you could see how elated she was from it. So yeah, just taking them down to do stuff like that, you know. So they've got lots of stuff going on the weekends. I experienced quite a lot of trauma around drugs, drinking, things like that. I was partying and I lost someone quite close to me from an overdose, which made me change, like, you know, stop it going out. I was still using drugs probably in a negative way, which led me to have a drug-induced psychosis episode, which led me to attempt suicide, which put me in a dark place, which has taken me a long time to come from there, which was, what, three and a half years ago. I went to Thailand and did some therapy out there. I've had some bereavement counselling, I've had to have counselling, I've had to really change my lifestyle, which then led me to seeing a job come up at Forward Leeds, which, you know, I just thought that what I'd been through and what I've experienced throughout my whole life, and the drug scene, should we say, sort of led me to think, do you know what, I could probably help people with what I've experienced from my life experience, to be able to share that. And if I could change one person's life through explaining what I've been through, I'll be able to connect with them, for them to think, oh, she gets me, you know. I've had a drug-induced psychosis, she understands that, so I can connect with her. And from me working at Forward Leeds, I've built some really good relationships with clients where, you know, they've said what I'd been through, and then talking to them on that level of them thinking, oh, someone understands me. I had to do Street Angels on a Friday night, so that my Friday nights were, you know, I were busy, and my buzz were coming from helping people that were homeless on the streets, so that I wasn't partying. It took me out of that on a Friday night, wanting to go out, and I was getting a buzz, so I was busy from 8 till 2 in the morning on the streets of Bradford, helping homeless people. And my Saturdays, I got my mum involved with drug testing me, so it was sort of keeping me grounded in a way, because I didn't know when she was going to test me, so it'd be like, I can't, because she'll fall out with me. So it was just a bit of control, do you know what I mean? So my mum helped me on that journey as well. And then Sundays I got involved with Athletic Minds Foundation, which is around mental health, and having, again, a safe place for people to go. So on a Sunday they'd do Scamenden steps. So you were up early, so I was up early on a Sunday morning doing steps, or we were in their hub, and that just kept me busy on a Sunday, you know. So I filled my weekends with other things that kept me away until I was strong enough to be able to go back into that scene where, you know, a bit stronger to be able to be around that environment without the temptations, I suppose. So yeah, my healing has taken me, I'm still healing probably now, I'll probably always be healing, but I feel as though I've come from that place to this place, but I've had to do a lot of changes, you know. Like I always say to clients as well, no one's coming with a magic wand to fix how you are. You've got to dig deep and change things as to how you want to be. And again, doing something where I've been able to sort of mix my care side of things with music. So my two biggest passions in life, I've been able to put together, but to help other people, which, if you'd have asked me 2 years ago, would I be doing what I'm doing? No. But I feel like I've had to go on the journey in life for me to get to where I am today, for my stars to align, should we say. Like I had this tattoo, music is medicine, in Chinese characteristics, about 2.5 years ago? 2 years ago, maybe. Did I think that that'd be the name of a project that I was going to be doing? No. So yeah, I just feel like everything's led me. I've had to go through what I've been through in life for me to get to where I am today. I feel like I've had to go through all of that stuff to be able to work at Forward Leeds, to be able to have a positive impact on other people's thoughts and feelings, and to be able to connect with people on a level where they know that you get it, you know, so they, you know, you're human, they're human, and they think, you know, I can connect with this girl, she gets me. And without me doing that, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, I don't think. Because I think sometimes the stigma around drug and drink use is, you know, people think that, I take drugs, I'm below other people. No, you've just, you know, you've gone onto a path that's led you to, you know, be where you are, and it's how you deal with that and come out of it. And I think that this project's helping them to, I don't know, escape. Like I say, just even for them 2 hours a week, they're escaping from their own thoughts and feelings, and it's a release. And that they've stated that to me, you know, that's the highlight. I think that it does take just one person. Like for me, going to Athletic Minds, the guy that runs that, I used to party with him, and he attempted suicide. He went in a bad place, he lost friends to suicide, and it made him, you know, change his path, and wanted him to share, and it was him that helped me, you know. So we started on this party scene together, we both went through traumas and led back to each other, which I'm now engaging with him to do some type of music room at their hub, again, so that we'll be able to do classes around mental health and stuff as well. So it's not just about the drug and alcohol side of things, it's going to be helping people that are just going through a shitty time, you know, that just want to escape that feeling even for a few hours. Yeah, so the future for Music is Medicine is to just grow it as big as we can. At the moment I'm running it solo, so it's a lot, but I've had a friend that's done me a business plan, so I'd like it to be a CIC in the future, so that we can, you know, bring it to Bradford, to Barnsley, Sheffield, you know, so that it isn't just based in Leeds. I can grow this to help as many people as possible. We're going to be doing open deck events, so I'm linked in with Our House is Your House, which is based in Manchester. They're doing great things at the moment. They've got a CIC, and that's all around a safe space for DJs to go, you know, because the stigma of DJing, and, you know, it could be a lot mentally, you know, and it's escape again for them. So we're going to join together to do one in Leeds, which we've got Calm, Andy's Man Club, Festival Angels involved, so that when they come down to these events, there's going to be someone there from Andy's Man Club, there's going to be someone from Calm. They want to have a little chat, you know. So there's them things coming up. We are planning to, Forward Leeds, we hold a stall at Leeds Fest. Sometimes when we do it, we find that people that are there at the festival don't engage very well with us, they just run into the next stage. So we've had an idea to take Music is Medicine there, have the clients DJing, so it gets them out, it gets them to chat to people as well, and then people might engage with us more because there's music, just showing, you know, the world that, you know, we've got something good going, and how powerful music is and how much it's helping. So when I started it, I wasn't thinking out about it really, but the amount of people that are like, how did you even think of that? And I was like, I just thought I want to share that I felt. And that's the main reason I wanted to do it, is I just wanted to share that feeling. Started as a seed and it's turning into a tree. We're at bush size now, but we should be a tree soon because it's already grown so much, and I only started it in January. I mean, like February, March, April, 4 months, you know, it's had a huge growth just in that time. And we've got BBC News have been down as well. Even Pirate Studios are following me. They're 100,000 they've 100,000 followers and they're following me.